Michelle, thanks. Let's get right to our breaking news now. The National Weather Center confirms 2 tornadoes touched down in our area yesterday as the remnants of Ida tore through the DMV. One hit in Anne Arundel County, another in Charles County.
And that means there is a lot of cleanup to do this morning. Just take a look at some of the damage in Edgewater. Homes in that area destroyed. You can see roofs ripped right off. And we begin our coverage this morning in Anne Arundel County. Our Nicole D'Antonio has been riding around taking a look at some of the damage. Nicole, where are you and what are you seeing?
Yes, so we are at South River High School where both the football stadium as well as part of the school. If you want to follow our light here, you can see where the tornado passed through here and actually ripped off part of this building here. You can see the tiles there on the ground, even the light pole that was ripped right out of the foundation. You can also see a lot of the cleanup has already started as they get ready for the first day of school next week. Now take a look at this video from the football stadium just around the corner from where we are standing right now. When that tornado passed through, it created all sorts of issues with throwing debris on the track, actually pulling the roots from from the foundation. The bleachers were smashed in. We also know that a spokesperson for the school district says that there was a school board meeting happening inside when all of this happened, as well as some students. Here's what they had to say about the experience.
It was a little bit awe-inspiring, but also terrifying, knowing the fact that if we were outside and we didn't hear the principal come on and say, "Come inside," that we could have been caught in the crosshairs of that damage just playing spike ball. And the fact that, it could have wiped us out too, because it was really right there, was certainly scary.
Now, again, the start of school begins next week, but bold and underline, they say they are just grateful that no one was hurt. Guys, we'll send things back inside to you.
We're grateful for that too. Nicole, thank you so much. Let's get to Montgomery County now.
Let's get right back to our breaking news. The National Weather Service confirms a tornado touched down in Anne Arundel County yesterday during all the severe weather we saw from Ida. This is some of the best video that we have seen so far. It is from our viewers captured the tornado touching down in Edgewater. You can see it right there. Cleanup will be the key goal today in Anne Arundel County, of course. So far, we've seen trees uprooted there and homes with their roofs pulled off. Our Nicole D'Antonio has also been riding around the county this morning, sort of surveying all the damage. Nicole, where are you now and what are you seeing?
Well, Annie, we are at South River High School while other areas across the DMV experience the extensive flood damage. Here in Edgewater, we're talking about the tornado damage. This is one of the major high schools here in Anne Arundel County, and I want to show you here just some of the damage. You can see the top of that roof taken right off from the tornado. You can see some of those tiles there on the ground. And today there's going to be a major cleanup here. You can see some of the equipment already out here as they prepare for the first day of school coming up next week. Now, just around the corner from where we're standing, another significant part of the damage was done to the football stadiums. Our cameras were out there capturing what happened when right after the tornado rolled through, from the bleachers that were crushed, the debris scattered across the football field. Now, the good news is that no one was injured. As we mentioned, the start of school doesn't start until next week, but a spokesperson for the school district does say that there was an orientation happening here. So there were some teachers and staff that were in the building. Again, thankfully they were all okay. And we spoke to some students who described what they experienced.
It was a little bit awe-inspiring, but also terrifying, knowing the fact that if we were outside and we didn't hear the principal come on and say, "Come inside," that we could have been caught in the crosshairs of that damage just playing spike ball. And the fact that, it could have wiped us out too, because it was really right there, was certainly scary.
So again, I just want to point out, you can also see a lot of just the debris that's all across the schoolyard this morning. Now, they have a lot of cleanup to do. The beginning of school starts next week, but they say bold and underline, the most important part is that no one was injured. Guys, coming up, we are going to hop back into our Weather Explorer here. We're going to continue to explore around Edgewood and show you some of the other damage done by this tornado.
And that is the good news, that there were no injuries reported. Nicole, thanks for that. Be careful. Let's get back to our breaking news. The National Weather Service confirms a tornado touched down in Anne Arundel County yesterday during all of the severe weather we saw from Ida.
Nicole D'Antonio has been riding around the city this morning, the county, I should say, taking a look at some of the hardest hit areas. Seeing that all unfold yesterday was really devastating. Nicole, where are you now?
You know, it certainly was, and the damage is just extensive. You know, I checked in with the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. They tell me 100 homes right here in Edgewater and in the county have severe damage because of this tornado, and this is one of them. So I want to show you this home behind me where the roof was actually ripped right off. You can also see a lot of the windows have been blown out, the siding. That's what you can see. Now, what you can't see is that a lot of these homes don't have power even this morning. Now, the good news is that nobody was injured. And we spoke with one of the homeowners who lives in this area. She described firsthand what she saw and what she experienced. Take a look.
He ran in and got all of the medicine that he could for my dad to last for a couple days, which was awesome. He just darted right in upstairs, grabbed a whole basket, and I think it's really nice to see how the community, you've got old folks, you've got young kids here, cutting things up, dragging it away. I think it's unfortunate times like these where the community comes together. Everyone, thank God, is alive, and it's just, it reminds you what's important in life.
Now, the remnants of Ida causing issues with heavy rain and flash flooding, as well as the multiple tornadoes. Less than a mile from where we are currently standing here at Red Admiral Court, South River High School was also hit by a tornado. We were showing you those pictures throughout the morning. The storm hit the football stadium as well as parts of that school building. Today, they have a lot of cleanup to do to get ready for the first day of school. But bold and underline, the most important thing is that nobody was injured in all of this. But as you can see, quite a bit of damage out here. I want to give you one last look at the home here. Again, we are Red Admiral Court. This is one of multiple homes that was damaged right here on this block. And again, more than 100 homes with serious damage across the county, according to the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. So guys, we will continue to follow all of this, but for now we want to send it back inside to you in the studio.
Let's continue our breaking news coverage now on storm damage across our area. The National Weather Service confirms a tornado touched down in Anne Arundel County yesterday. Annie.
And we're also seeing some of the worst damage in Edgewater, where roofs on homes are totally gone. Nicole D'Antonio joining us live from there now. Nicole, some of this damage is just devastating.
It really is. It's extensive. We've been driving throughout Edgewater and the Annapolis area and all across Anne Arundel County. We're seeing scenes. This is one of them. We wanted to stop here at Red Admiral Court to show you. So there are multiple homes that look just like this. You can see the roof was ripped right off. The side paneling has been removed. Even some of the windows have been blown out. And county firefighters say there are more than 100 homes with severe damage caused by this tornado right here in Anne Arundel County. Now that damage extends out to Annapolis area. Some major roads, including West Street in Annapolis, saw all sorts of damage with this tornado. Now, less than a mile from where we are currently standing, South River High School was also hit by a tornado. The storm hit the football field. We also saw part of the school building, which we showed you earlier in the show. Today, they have a lot of cleanup to do to get ready for the first day back to school next week. So, guys, the community still cleaning up from all this tornado damage, as we've been seeing across the DMV, whether it's the severe flooding or the damage from the tornado here. We've also seen quite a bit of power outages. So, guys, back here live, I want to show you again what you can see is all of the damage here done to these homes. What you can't see is some of the power outages. So several of these homes here still without power this morning. We are going to continue to follow all of this and bring you updates throughout the show. Guys, for now, we'll send it back inside to you.
Thank you.
A lot of damage across the DMV this morning. Nicole D'Antonio has been driving around Anne Arundel County tracking the issues there. Nicole, tell us where you are now and what you are seeing.
Hey, good morning to you. So we are just around the corner from West Street, about 10 minutes from Annapolis. I just want to show you the extent of the damage out here. So if you want to follow me, this is one of several massive trees that you can see was pulled right from the roots. You can also see the power lines were all taken down here. So if you look over here, and a lot of the homes in this neighborhood look just like this, all the way down the strip here, none of these homes have power this morning. So that is going to be a big focus. But again, you asked where we are. Walter Mills Pearl Elementary is just behind me, and just on the other side of these homes is West Street. So take a look at this video here. West Street is a popular spot along Annapolis with a lot of different shops and restaurants. This is one area that we've also seen a lot of cleanup happening. And I also checked in with the Anne Arundel County Fire Department. They say about 100 different homes in the county have severe damage from the tornadoes that made its way through this area. So back here live, I want to give you another look at the damage here. And you can see it is extensive. This is one of several spots that we stopped at throughout the morning. But again, it just shows you the force and the power of the storms, that it could take such a large tree and pull it over. We've seen people coming out just to look at the damage throughout the morning. You can see the damage done to the home over here, on the car. And again, this is just a snapshot of what we are seeing all across the county. So guys, we're going to send things back inside to you. But again, we're going to continue to follow this very closely. A lot of cleanup happening later today. Guys.
Thank you, Nicole. One of the things we are likely to learn today from the National Weather Service is the intensity of those tornadoes, where they were on the tornadic scale. All right, Annie, we'll go over to you now.